Right, lads, welcome to On the Bench TV. This is my reaction to Liverpool versus West Brom. Obviously, it was a disappointing result for us Liverpool fans. Finished 2-2. Yeah, not much I can really say apart from thank you to those guys that did join me over on my On the Bench LFC channel while the game was on. We was very hyped up to begin with. Started with Danny Ings getting a goal before 4 minutes. Obviously, you can see on the screen there, Ingsy gets a goal 3 minutes. Good to see Ingsy getting on the score sheet, so that was a positive. Straight from the off, you could see how much it meant to him. I was very, very happy for that one. Then Mo Salah popping up again, getting another goal. He's so calm in front of goal. I called that over the last couple of days on the channel, didn't I, guys? I said, Ox will supply, Salah will get the goal, and it did exactly that. That put Liverpool in the lead. 2-0 up. I'm thinking, yeah, this game's done now. And then, well, what happened? The rest is history, guys. Livermore pops up with a goal, 78 minutes. Rondon finishes it off to make it 2-2. Absolutely terrible, guys. I'm not going to pull any punches either because, I don't want to sit here and say that it was all a certain player's fault or, it was all down on the referee. I'm not going to be one of those supporters, but there was terrible referee decisions in that game. They should have had 10 men, definitely. There was a punch on Danny Ings, wasn't there, like in that game, like on his stomach. If a referee sees that in the match, that's a straight red card. Should have had a penalty as well. That changes the scoreline before half-time. Going into half-time, 2-0 up, it's a complete different game as well. Could it have changed Klopp's substitutions, maybe, possibly, that may have happened, but I don't know. Also, you've got to take into consideration the fact that we're in a bit of a makeshift back line. Moreno doesn't play for Liverpool, does he, pretty much anymore. Then you've got to look at Gomez. Gomez hasn't featured much recently because of the injury that he had. And also Ragnar Klavan. He doesn't get any game time for Liverpool, does he? So, when you're looking at, we're trying to rest players for the Roma game, the lads have got their one eye on the Roma game, even though Klopp says no, the lads, they were focusing on West Brom. We don't play like that, we don't work like that. I still can't help but think that the performance that I saw today, West Brom, they were fully dedicated to picking up 3 points today, being at home, and you could see that they was determined to do whatever it took to try and, win that game today. I was watching a Liverpool performance that I was like, it's just not good enough. This is not how I want to see Liverpool perform. And I've had this similar sort of feeling when we saw them beat us at home, and that's why I'm so disappointed. There's a lot of Liverpool fans out there that I'm seeing on social media saying, I don't know why Liverpool fans are so disheartened. Like, it's not that big a deal. Every single game is a big deal as a Liverpool supporter. If you're a Liverpool supporter sitting there right now saying, I don't think it's a big deal, it's still a draw, mate, they're the bottom of the Premier League table. If you are a Liverpool supporter that is one of these that goes, yes, we need to sign players like Dybala and next year's our year, we need to win the Premier League, like why aren't we up there competing with the likes of Man City and stuff and spending 200 million, and why don't players want to come to us? Why do players like Coutinho and Suarez and all that want to leave us and everything all the time? Well, it's games like this, guys, where you drop points when you're 2-0 up to, West Brom. That's why. So that's why I'm so disappointed. And, you lads that are subscribers to my channel, you know that I'm not someone that sits there trying to blow smoke up players' arses and things like that. And when I have bad games, I will say they had a bad game today. I don't think I looked at anyone and thought, yes, they had outstanding games. I got praise for Ings, obviously getting his goal. I got praise for Mane. I thought Mane looked dangerous as always today. Lovely bit of skill to obviously. He created a chance really safe for Danny Ings, and he looked lively. Salah wasn't really in Mo Salah's mode today, but you've got to say that we said recently, obviously, Bobby Firmino is one of the reasons that Salah is scoring so many goals this year. He didn't have his little pal next to him up top there. Danny, there was a chance where Mane was pushing forwards in the first half. Danny Ings cuts across him to make a run. Hoping, I think, that Mane would go inside, but then Mane tries to find a pass that Salah's trying to make a run, It got a little bit confusing. You could see that the front three don't normally play together well. As if Firmino was on the pitch, They know how each other works. It's little things like that is why you can say maybe it wasn't Liverpool's day today because of certain aspects like that. And it wasn't going to gel properly for the defence as well because it was a makeshift back line. But it also points out to me as well, guys, on how important certain players are for us. For instance, a little while ago, it wasn't too long ago, we could say that Trent was getting a lot of stick. Now there's a lot of people going, oh my God, Trent should have played today, you know. So massive praise for Trent there, that Trent wasn't in the team today. And a lot of people saying Trent's so much better than Gomez, but it also shows how certain fans can, you know, change like the weather on their things. Like it was only a little while ago that everyone was saying Gomez is a lot better than Trent. Now Trent's a lot better than Gomez. I still feel that, you know, Gomez is a quality player. Gomez, you know, you got to give him a little bit of leeway there. He's still young himself. He's just come back from the injury, like I was saying. Also, he's part of a back line, as I say, that, you know, doesn't play together, guys. That's not making excuses for them, though, because when you're 2-0 up, you need to sit a bit more defensive. And that game was really scrappy today. Liverpool never got a hold of the midfield, did they, today? That brings me to Jordan Henderson today. There's some ratings that I'm seeing that people thought that Jordan Henderson was good. I thought he was shocking. I thought Jordan Henderson was shocking. You know, Alberto Moreno, shocking. Absolutely shocking. I saw the midfield was stretched today because they was having a worry about covering back and tracking back to protect Moreno's side. Don't know whether any of you guys agree with that. Put it in the comments now if you thought that you saw that as well, but I definitely did. You know, when you got Robertson there, that shows how key Robertson now has become for Liverpool. Firmino, like I say, we missed him today as well until he come on. As soon as Firmino come on, you could see a difference with the way he presses up the top. He's on another level with that. The statistics, how he's made more tackles this year than any other defender in the top 6 apart from Chelsea's Azpilicueta. You know, it's little things like that, guys, that I've noticed today. That performance wasn't good enough for Liverpool if we're going to be challenging on all fronts. You can expect a dip from here, like from time to time, but no, I am overall disappointed with that result considering we were 2-0 up. You know, that is the way that it happened, I think. I've got something here to finish it off, and it's Ian Doyle's ratings for the players. I don't know whether I fully agree with it, but he's given Loris Karius a 6. I thought Karius did all right today, guys. There was a couple of times where, you know, he made all right saves. Yes, he had 2 goals put against him. Could have been better in certain situations. But, you know, there was like a chance where, like, Ragnar Klavan, don't know what he was thinking, but he let the ball go past him. You know, shut off for a split second. If it wasn't for Karius thinking quick, coming out, Rondon was through. There was another chance where Rondon had got through past Lovren, got goal side. Karius again was quick. So I think it's a bit unfair to give Karius a 6 just because he had 2 goals scored against him. You know, he says he made 1 routine save first half and then had to watch and pray as a succession of West Brom corners bypassed him completely. Karius did a lot better than what I think a lot of people think. Joe Gomez, he gave a 7, you know, had a real battle, he says, in that game, which I think he did. You know, Ragnar Klavan, a 7. I don't agree with a 7. I think lower than that. Van Dijk, an 8. I think if it wasn't for Van Dijk, we would have lost that game. I think before we signed Van Dijk, that would have been a 3-2 or something today, maybe, with all them corners that he was doing. They definitely worked on in training, putting the ball to the back post as a weakness for Liverpool, and we did struggle with that today. Alberto Moreno, a 5. I would have given him a 2. Jordan Henderson, 7. I would have given him a 3 at best. I really didn't rate Henderson today, guys, and this is what I'm saying about consistency levels. What I will say in defence of Jordan Henderson, did he seem that bad for me and for others today because he was having to worry about Moreno's side? Was he too stretched today? I'm wondering whether it could be that, so maybe that could be a part of it, but you know, other than that, like I've said time and time again, certain players at Liverpool have to be more consistent if they want to remain in the starting 11. If Liverpool are going to start competing for the Premier League title, the Champions League, and in the Cup games as well, you know, he's Liverpool captain. You've got to be consistent. He's been brilliantly recently, and then today he's let himself down, in my honest opinion, guys. James Milner, a 7. I thought Milner was quite good today. He was one of the ones that impressed me. A couple of times, you know, where he got caught out by their players, but again, our midfield looked very stretched by them today. I felt that the defenders, you know, was giving away balls to their players in the midfield, and then our midfield was having to try and chase it. Jordan Henderson was running around like a headless chicken, or something you could say. Henson was having to do a lot of running today to try and get back in. Maybe Liverpool being scrappy with the ball and losing possession in silly areas made Jordan Henson look worse. And you know, I think that could have gone against like Milner and stuff as well. Gini Wijnaldum 6. See, he said Gini was bad. You know, almost had his first away goal for Liverpool. He said, but he said teed up Ings to finish. Did his bit, but was pretty unspectacular overall. I think our midfield probably is getting a lot of stick today because they were overwhelmed, I think. Mohamed Saleh's given a 7. Attracted plenty of attention from the Baggers defenders and compatriot Hegazi, whoever you say his name, but obviously he was the one that was an absolute bellend today. Should have got red card. Danny Ings a 7. But, you know, Danny Ings I thought was good. But, again, Danny Ings got his first goal. I think if he was fully match sharp, guys, and played week in, week out, that second chance that he had just before half-time, that would have been put away. Good save by their keeper. But, you know, if it was a little bit more of a thing, if it was Salah or someone that played week in, week out, that was probably finished. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt with that one. That I see him getting a lot of stick online about. Sadio Mane has 6. You know, I don't know why Mane only got 6. I thought he seemed alright in my opinion, but everyone's got different opinions. Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's given an 8. I thought he was brilliant when he come on, you know. He thought he was good as well. Robert Firmino, 6. Did his bit in the build-up to Salah's goal. Went to sleep for the equaliser, however. So he's highlighted that, you know, he really shut down when it comes to that. And then he said about Dejan Lovren as well. Couldn't quite get across to prevent Rondon's header. That was on the equaliser at the end. So let me know what you thought on that, guys. Leave your comments on the video and that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would be disappointed, same as me. But like I say, for anyone that is saying it wasn't a big game, it was an important game, put it this way, guys. Liverpool still need to qualify for the Champions League next year. Yes, we've got a bit of a lead on, you know, Chelsea and that, but you can't underestimate the Premier League, guys, and we need to, you know, qualify it as soon as possible because we've also got these games against Roma and that. We want to take the pressure off the boys as much as possible because, you know, the pressure's going to be on them a lot for the Champions League games. We don't need them to be starting to, you know, question themselves like this. You know, if Liverpool 2-0 up against Roma and it gets to the 70th minute and Roma start piling on the pressure, will this game now be in the back of their heads that if West Brom, bottom of Premier League table, can score a goal in 78 minutes and 88 minutes, is that going to creep into their head, you know, in a week? I hope not, guys. But that's why games like this are important to me. I'm a Liverpool supporter and every single bloody game matters to me, you know. And that's where the bar should be if you're a Liverpool supporter and if you play for Liverpool as well. All right? So, I've been on the Bench TV. You've all been legends as always. Let me know your comments, guys. And yeah, put them in the comment section. Take care, guys. I will speak to you later on a live stream. We'll have a laid back one, yeah? Catch you later.